Hello guys, today I am going to be teaching you how to roleplay as an apprentice in Warrior Cats Ultimate Edition. One important thing you could do is make your cat choose out a bed in the apprentice den. Sometimes, or most likely, apprentices will like to have competition and choose things on their own. This will help them to become a good warrior and make good decisions in the future. And it's also a fun, roleplay idea if you're wanting something a little bit more immersive. Depending on what clan you're in, like how I'm in River Clan right now, have your apprentice make sure they practice hunting with their mentors in both the way of catching fish and catching other things like actual live mammals. You can also alternate between hunting and collecting herbs. And apprentices are usually not as successful in their first days of hunting or practicing hunting, so you could also have a few failed hunts where they don't manage to find anything. That is completely okay as they are still in training. And as I said, apprentices are not perfect, so you could also have your apprentice get a little bit sidetracked sometimes by maybe finding something that looks cool or has a specific scent, and maybe your apprentice can go and check that out. Just get a little sidetracked from the thing they're doing, whether that's patrolling, hunting, or practicing battle. Because, as I said, apprentices are not perfect. Oh, and just a quick heads up, you should never really hunt outside of the territory that your clan is. But people started entering River Clan while I was filming, so I had to move to the Wing Clan territory to hunt, but make sure you never do this if you're in roleplay because it's unrealistic. After quite a few failed hunts, you can absolutely make your apprentice progress and have a successful hunt, like I'm about to do right now. But this has to be after several tries of your apprentice trying to, get a successful hunt. You could also make your apprentice from time to time check the prey pile, or the fresh kill pile, and if there's nothing in the pile, then they can request their mentors to take them out on a little hunting trip, or they could even tell the deputy or somebody else that there's no food left. Another thing is to make sure your apprentice is really excited to attend their first meeting, or their first few meetings. Apprentices have not yet got the chance as a kit to attend any meetings, so they would be excited, yet probably bored throughout the meeting. But make sure they are still listening to what the leader has to say, even if they do get bored. But make sure that they are getting a little excited or a little overwhelmed at the sight of seeing their first meeting. This makes everything more realistic and maybe even more immersive for the players. Another thing that apprentices do that they don't particularly like doing is picking ticks and fleas out of the elders' pelts. This is something apprentices either do as punishment or something that they have just been asked to do as a task at hand. Right now I'm going to type something as if there was an elder in front of me. I'm going to type, Flamepaw would pick the ticks out of the elder's pelt. You could also add emotes like timid ears or pinned ears and tail lashing if your character really does not like what they're doing. If the roleplay is getting boring, from time to time you can have your apprentice go to spare beds around the camp and clean them or add more moss to them. This can make things more exciting if you meet cats along the way, or you could even get a congrats from your mentor for doing something without even being asked to, and that can make you into a fully rounded warrior. Another thing to do is to make your apprentice still play. They are out of kithood now, but they are still young and have the chance to play when they get it. And I think that apprentices should always live, their fullest until they are a warrior. Now, during battle training with either your mentor or another apprentice that is joining you, make sure your apprentice would imitate the mentor's actions or other warriors around the clan that they have seen fighting or practice fighting. This can make things more realistic. You could also have them practice moves like pouncing. And if your character has been defeated by either the apprentice or the mentor, don't be afraid to accept defeat. Apprentices are not perfect, and they make mistakes. Anyways guys, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Goodbye!